Hey everyone, this is the Valentine's Day episode I promised you. Admittedly, really 2 days after Valentine's Day, but come on, most of you wouldn't have watched it on Valentine's Day anyway. All forms of media have a tendency to romantically pair off characters, and the comic book industry is certainly no different to this. Some of these couples are so iconic that all fans and writers can't bear to see them split apart. For example, Reed Richards and Sue Storm. On the other hand, there are way too many couples which have, let's just say, plenty of fans and writers were willing to fight over who should be dating who or who should be married to whom. Since we would be here all year if I tried to go through every single one of those couples, I'm just gonna focus on one of the more extraordinary examples with Green Arrow and Black Canary. Why these two, you may ask? Well, let's just say when we go through the history, you'll understand for yourself. Ignoring alternate Earth stuff and whatnot, the two first came together in the pages of Justice League of America, where their relationship started to, well, for the lack of a better term, blossom. The two would become very close in the pages of Green Arrow, where Black Canary ended up becoming a supporting character, helping out Green Arrow's ward deal with his heroin addiction, as well as Oliver Queen in his public identity, sponsoring, well, Black Canary. They would become very close, with Oliver even proposing marriage at one point, but Dinah turning it down. Their relationship was actually really sweet. And yeah, Oliver was actually very faithful during this time. And when they kind of broke up during the events of Longbow Hunters, it was, well, a little sad. Some of you actually might be genuinely surprised to hear that Green Arrow was actually a faithful boyfriend. Yeah, the horn dog thing wasn't initially part of his character, it would come much later. After Green Arrow came back from the dead, because comic books, he resumed his relationship with Black Canary. Then DC decided to, well, let's just say, take Oliver in some very questionable directions. Yeah, in order to establish Ollie's new identity as an adulterer, they had him have a fling with, well, the niece of Black Lightning and the wife of fellow Justice League member Manitou Raven. Yeah, that was not really a good thing. Not being a good thing is putting it very mildly. However, at some point, DC decided, despite the fact that Ollie is a horn dog now, we should marry Green Arrow and Black Canary. Yes, against all odds, Black Canary and Green Arrow ended up getting married, and it was a complete disaster. I'm not even exaggerating. The marriage was really bad for both of them, especially for Black Canary, which completely derailed her character, and the book in general really was poorly written. Thankfully, DC decided to separate the two, and that was pretty much the status quo for Green Arrow and Black Canary all the way throughout the entire New 52. Which really makes it, interesting to me that DC just sort of celebrated Green Arrow and Black Canary's relationship or return to their relationship as one of the major selling points of Rebirth. I mean, did they just forget what happened in not less than 10 years? The marriage was a disaster. The relationship really should not have taken place at some point. And I didn't even go into the whole Green Arrow getting raped and Black Canary blaming him for getting raped. Whatever messed up thing happened with Green Arrow's son, Connor Hawk, etc., etc. At the end of it all, I have a simple theory about why these things keep happening. After all, these are fictional characters. So basically, the next set of writers can just come along and play whatever romantic fantasy they want to. After all, it's not like the characters have any choice in the matter. So, on that bleak note, I'm gonna end the video. Do leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever all. And next time, I'm gonna be looking at Cassandra Cain, the real Cassandra Cain.